Yo, what's up, Craig Nation? I'm your boy Craig, and this is the final episode of Danganronpa Happy Trigger, and this is the class trial. Woo! This gonna be good, y'all. This gonna be good. Woo! I'm so nervous and excited, bro. Class trial.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super hard-pounding punish!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Bro, I'm pumped up, excited, till Hero say something dumb. Bro. Stay off that cush, kid.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
No.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too evidence that proves everyone other than me has been...
What? Wait, this doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
No, that's wrong.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
I ain't gonna lie. Sakura going Tuesday. She been push Mukuro. That's why he's making that face. He's like, oh no, she should come back to me.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
No.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
There's something else that's funny about everyone's picture.
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, no, no. I assure you, they're quite real.
But what are you talking about? There's no way.
Bro, when we saw the picture of Leon, Shiriko, and Mondo, he even said it was real.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either, but is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Now I understand.
We all got memories of right?
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah! We all lost our memories? That's just crazy!
Bro. Pull out that, DVD, bro. Pull it out, bro.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost our memory
It's totally stupid. Obviously. You're saying we all... Since when did this turn into...
I promise you, ever since I got to... I remember everything that's happened.
No, it's wrong.
That's wrong.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
Pull it up. Monaco, look, Monaco will bring the TV sound, so you already know, he already knows.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
And it's 4K.
No,
Come on now.
it's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
How do you get this 4K TV in this? He stole.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all...
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time. How could someone just steal our memories?
That's all. Then he got superpowers. He got Sharingan, bitch.
How? Come. That hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said?
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does.
Bro, come
But
on,
that
you
part's
done.
still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, So you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
That much of it.
Is the mastermind real?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is probably a million miles away. Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind
Everything. That much I can.
Is the mastermind real?
Of course! They have to be here.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making the mastermind is probably a million miles.
No, that's wrong. There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What?
Recall what Mukuro told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
Monokuma did say that.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
I already told y'all who I think is Draco and Celeste.
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me! I blame Mukuro!
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's...
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Right, we got some dumbasses.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Yeah.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That...
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right? It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here. Huh? How do you know that? Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means...
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm...
Why you getting so horny, Toko? You the horniest girl I ever played, bro. Who else game character was horny? That's it. You number one. I would say the B word, but you know, you weirdo.
I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny. Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been an. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
No. I didn't even... 90 this time, Zero.
Oh, wait.
Don't worry.
There wasn't anything cute about it.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been. So, obviously, she got all those.
No, it's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Don't be denied so completely. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Bro, so I bet you a night time you were cool out to doing special training. Like, bro. Look, Kuya don't want to talk about you. This dumbass girl always talking about our training. It's supposed to be secret.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school, in which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
But she got the, you feel me?
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means.
Yes.
When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
That's the point though, but it's that she was trying to kill me. The class trial. Bro, that was so weird, bro. Like, the class trial, you know, that was trying to kill Makoto, bro.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Yes. She ain't had no tattoos. Like,
You never saw their face, so you can't have... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even with there's another part of the attack that we can use to prove...
Oh? And what is this other? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot?
Right.
Or could it be the hips?
What? Hey.
You never saw their face, so you can't have any idea. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even with that, there's another part of the attack.
Oh? And is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the... Or perhaps... Or could it be the hip? You never saw there, so you can't have any idea who was under that I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Iku...
No,
that's wrong.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
Yep. I've just now seen that, bro.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh! No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
What you said, dude? Oh, bro.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I left out a gas. It was more than just a little burnt
Awful,
skin.
isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Aw, bro. And plus, whoever attacked me was black. What? Hey, Spike, what you trying to say, black? Man, chill. No racist, no racist.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively... sorry.
Not at all.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
Hey, what's up, Glenn?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
after she died. Who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed.
Then, she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
Bro, we already know it's the bio lab. Remember when Jim shot Jack and Kyoko was like, no, this Mukuro corpse.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
That is something that made from the tar.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency, one so major it can't be overlooked.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Could be.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
Right. Me and Makoto had the same line.
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
Wow.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Okay, see, that's why I said Kyoko is Mukuro and Kyoko is the Toku. Look, ladies, don't make me riled up. Just do what Kyoko. Calm down. He says once you get upset, he gonna be like, you right. Okay, sit there, watch the game. I'll be missing those.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Ah! What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening! What are you even talking about? What do you want? I'm not listening!
They hit the room. Damn!
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
Damn, bro.
What are you even talking about? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this?
Is this... I refuse to give up yet!
I thought it was the...
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Ah! What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? Ah! What do you want? I'm not listening!
This should prove it!
I didn't even know it was the lights, bro. I thought it was the biolab secret.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is...
Because, like...
the lights!
Because, like, I thought the secret was, like, it's her body missing in a... You feel me? And that's the biolab secret, you know?
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Because 10 of us had died, so one of I'm gonna be, when it's gonna be like shoot two to kill, I already know who it is.
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
Sorry, first. Drinko. Leon was first. Chiyoko was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka and Fumi was seventh. Me, sixth and seventh. Sakura, me, so that's sixth. 9 was 11. 10, the 10th victim was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
Facts.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that...
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I think I know who it is.
I'm completely lost. How...
Shoot! Shoot! I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and... murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional. Who is this someone else? Was it Sayaka, Maizono, Junko Enoshima, Leon Kuwata, Chihiro Fujisaki, Manjo Owada, Kiyotaka Ishimaru, Hifumi Yamada, Celestia Lu, whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami. No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
I'm gonna say Junko. Because I feel like, if you hear me out, and you see how Monokuma just act like her, talk like Monokuma act just like her. I'm still remember how she act and stuff. So yeah.
Someone else. That was it. Sayaka, Maizo, Junko, and Oshima. Leon, Kuwata, Chihiro, Mando, Kiyotaka, Hifumi, Yama, Celestia, Alu, or maybe Sakura. Oh, no. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
No, that's wrong.
That's it. I do it, bro.
Junko.
I even said it, bro. I knew it, bro. I said it was Celeste. I was thinking about it. Why she keep denying, like she was like, Monokuma denying, like, oh, just like her did. Remember Monokuma killed her because she did not. That's why I was like, it's Junko.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
And this is what I was saying. Too. I was saying the same, but nah. I was saying the same thing too. That's why I was like, Rico. Because if you think about it, how she was killed, she had two. One right here, one pipe right here, one pipe like all over her body. And this way out, maybe it was Rico. When it was like, because like how Monokuma was acting, like Monokuma acting like Rico, like that's why I was like, no, it's Rico.
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Can the similarities match? Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
That means she's the headmaster.
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's got... Total silence.
The body, that
wasn't Mukuro.
And she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko, so the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma?
The body we found, it wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Mon...
Hold on, I'll just want to look at something. Okay. We already talked about it.
Monokuma, do you give up?
So I think I know what it is.
The body we found wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it so the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Shoot!
The body. We found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's, so the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body we found in the garden wasn't Mukuro.
Thank you, bro.
Shoot!
So I got focus.
The body we found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
I know I'll take home this one. It's gonna come back to me.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like, so the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body we found wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Shoot!
I need to hear
The
that
body
song
we
one more time.
found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Like, I don't want to, like, because, like, I don't know what, like, they, I need to hear them talk.
The body we found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Shoot!
Oh, yeah. I had to phone for a reason. Look.
I refuse to give up yet!
Look. I had to phone for a reason. I had to.
The body we found.
Hold up. I gotta pick this out. Hold up. Give me a second. I gotta pick this out. Ew. Okay, ew. Where you go, right? Had the same body as if what's her name? I said Burrito? Nah. her name Mukuro, and she had the same body. Like, hold on, I'm trying to think this out. I'm trying to think this out. I'm trying to think this out, bro. If Mukuro did it right, is she? Right, hold up. Yeah, I'm still. Yo, I think hold up. Hold up, y'all. I think I got it. In her profile,
I'm in the garden.
No, hold up.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro!
What do you say, Monica?
That's what I'm saying.
The body we found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro!
Shoot!
The body we...
Wait, hold up. The body's not real. Hold up, down. I think I got, hold up. Let me think this through. Hold up. Using the project. Because like, I'm thinking like if hold on y'all, give me a second while I think this through. Because talk on these fights. So it I did it wrong, okay. That's the chapter. I think I got it.
Found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, it's wrong.
I know it was like the profile.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
No, I have to think it through. I put it in the wrong area.
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Hey, thanks, bro. Thanks.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
She do have a tattoo on her right arm.
If Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Bro, I'm just saying, Draco. Bro. That shot fit myself. Hold on, I'll pass you up, girl.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Right.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. but we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
You did say that.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
But he figured he's
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Mukuro?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
hold up. If Julie go, right, and died, right? We all know she died, right? We all know she died, right? So, what happened is, like, reverse. That means, what's her name? Mukuro had died. Took a Junko spot. It's gonna be a good color.
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
You got a point too. You got a point. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. I got pee. You alright, dude? You alright? You chillin'? Huh? You alright? Good boy. Hey, dog, entertain them. Dog, you gonna really see in my spot? Dog, why you don't just go in your spot? Huh? Yeah, stay over there.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Said that, bro. Did I say they switched, bro? See, me and Mukuro think the same, bro.
Switch places?
Me and Mukuro think the same, bro. Because I said the same thing, bro. I said the same thing. I was like, they switched spots, bro.
That's right.
Like,
Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Hold up, did my camera just move? Wow.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No, that's Mukuro.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is...
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
I just said that, bro. We must color do this thing. I see why she might be able to. Yes, I just said, bro. I just said, bro. They can switch.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switch, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
Wait, hold up.
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was.
Facts.
So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Alright.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
I did not know that. I thought it was like, because like how the nails just like take off, bro. Y'all made me want to watch y'all TV show after this.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Can't deny it.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup in the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
Oh, talk your stuff.
I think he's just afraid.
Talk your stuff.
What's that mean? A fear is only possible where hope is.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
I think between the ultimate despair and huge check.
Shoot!
Oh, damn. Come on now, man.
Shoot!
Damn, bro. I wish I could feel, bro. This got me.
Shoot!
Okay. On the last is like all like I just got that. I need to go back and read it, bro. This is the DVD, y'all. Hold up. I'm in so, bro, I'm like the baby. I'm in Brahma. Oh my God.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Talk your stuff. Talk your stuff. Let's chat it. Go ahead, man. I dare you, bro.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. Is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Mukuro saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
Ain't no fluke. Show yourself. Bro, here you go, bro. Show yourself, bro.
Sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are they sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! That's impossible!
I hit the wrong button, bro. I swear they ain't my bro. I hit the wrong.
Is this real?
I hit the wrong button.
I refuse to give up here.
The Sharpie. I hate to see watching. I thought, bro. Come on, I wanna go molest.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
I'm going bad.
What do you want? That's impossible! What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! That's impossible!
should prove it.
That's gay, bro. He did protect her.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. I noticed it just a little while. In all the photos, there's a certain...
What's so unusual about them?
I'll come twice already. There ain't so much in my turn around.
I got it!
Face.
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
Look, that's why
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You all proved everything, right now!
You bastard! You bit. Ooh, I hate you. Ooh, I hate you. Ooh, I hate you. Let's put that switch. Give me that. Bro, I hate this, bro. I know what all the parts is, bro. Bro. That's one thing I hate about this game. Okay, hold on. Let's switch spots. So I can see when she did that. Whack, whack, whack. Got her. Look, Act 5 we already knew. Y'all, wait till I get my PC. Y'all wouldn't have to sit here and wait till I figure out which shoe to go. What happened? What happened right here? Did Kyoko came in? Like, did Kyoko came in like right here?
Here's exactly what happened. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima. Right, but that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student, and that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa. But it wasn't long before Junko and her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who proved to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe. Finally, by strapping a book, she needed to hide the... She had to make sure this is the truth, and the one who carried it all... The real That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to...
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of...
Come on! It's so...
It's not like you're...
Give it up, Jake.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Don't bring the Celeste.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Oh, did you think I was being serious? It's been so long since I've had an audience. Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide.
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People...
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Shoot! Damn it.
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. And you were on it!
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
But she said all her body.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
Look. When I get done playing part 2, then I'm gonna play part 3. Because I haven't played part 2 yet. After I play part 2, then I will play part 2.
Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Oh, you sound all slow. Like, she sound all slow. You are, like, come on, bro.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Nah, see, I was playing part 1, part 2, then part 3.
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
So we knew it that Mukuro was the ultimate despair.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself!
Look, this is my first time playing Danganronpa, so I was like, you know what, I was just played it, so I was like, I'm gonna play the first one, then the second one, then the third, but I just realized, the second one was the first class, the first one is the second class, the third one is the final class.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
Bro, she sound like that one anime. What's that anime called?
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Oh, you can't hear me? My bad. Hold up. Hold up. Alright, now you can hear me. But she sound like...
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Bro, she sound like Monkey D. Luffy, bro. Luffy, that's you. Like, that's fruit. I see why you killed me. You ain't that fruit. You changed.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life.
Damn.
I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her. To me,
That can't be your only reason, can it?
well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
You just did, bro. Bro, hold on, bro. You just different, bro.
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. But when I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
Man, if you get shown K-pop, look at heaven, I mean, stop shit. Hey, I'm let's shot K-pop, what's up, Korea?
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak. So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
got your thumbnail. Look, I already got your thumbnail.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then...
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. And then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
No.
Shoot!
What team? Let's try.
Shoot!
Fuck. Oh, girl. Okay.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
Bro, how the hell am I supposed to remember the Okay, hold up.
Shoot!
Hold up. The past.
I got it!
The past.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Mukuro got it right again! Embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, so, what was the motive for the third murder?
What?
Shoot!
So let's do one.
Shoot! Is this really?
Nah.
I refuse to give up yet.
Nah, bro. Because she throwing the
Game!
look, she throwing the like. Remember,
Embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah!
remember the motel, like.
And the
bro,
whole reason Mondo did what he...
So, how long do you plan?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the
Bro.
next question.
I don't remember the motive she like they gave us, bro. All I remember the class trial and stuff.
So, what was the motive for...
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
I never used that word, so I knew it was money. That's why I was
Seeking this... Goddamn
Yeah,
straight up her greed led...
What's the point of all this?
Don't worry, now. Can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Hold up. If you really think about it, betrayal.
I got it!
It was
In her
more.
case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. Once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. Oh, painful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Right.
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
If y'all were like Juko, y'all probably slow. Because like bro.
They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world.
I understand if you like her before she turned a little cuckoo, little crazy. I understand then, but is she still your favorite? Like.
This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
What type of? Chill. See this game. See her widow over saying something.
Seed of despair?
I'm like Kyoko. See a despair. What type of seed, bitch? No, y'all don't care, bro. She deserve it. Jugo
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
Right, Shilp, like...
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
Ooh, that's a good
The
one.
only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that...
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls!
Is we gonna see like how the first class, like not the first class shot, like the first school did
This is the outside world you've all been...
to show us.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it. That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die.
Luffy, be quiet, right?
I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Hey, look, you Luffy, always talking.
Come on, bitches. Remember or what the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us? I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have? Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember?
When it comes to that crazy, confusing video I don't understand it.
What's the meaning of the footage we s- Is this another one of your practical...
I mean, you're telling us what am I supposed to... Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have? Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened?
You want us to... When it comes to that crazy... I don't understand.
What's the meaning of the footage? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering? Nobody can remember anything.
No, what's wrong?
I had to think about that. I was like, girl, hold up. If this is you.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on.
Look, she do it when Bukai said it. You'll die.
Da 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 da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer!
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you!
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye aye, Roger, you got it, Captain!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
Tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember.
I'm already thinking. I was thinking.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
The tragedy is dead. Back in part 2.
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, So this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was... Either way, and as a result, the world turned out the way it...
That's all there is to it?
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of this Miss Morose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the time!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrels. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Correct! Well done, peasant!
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it!
Luffy,
Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean.
I feel like...
Do you think you might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated!
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop? And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago!
Hold on! That doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
There's no way that happened a year ago! I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago! If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? What did
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
Right, was she, like, we did it, like, in this...
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, Everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Me, like, bro, I thought we took on another class trial. Then Drew goes to switch the script up. Freaking Bakugo, Buikai still shot.
I got it!
I would like that.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
Facts, bro. Like, I think this.
2 years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted. 2 years.
Hold up, y'all. I'm back there. She said 2 years
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school of...
Hello. sorry, y'all. Alright, so.
Spencer, heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal. Plus,
in 2 years of... How freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted!
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
this is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed...
Damn.
Shoot!
2 years worth of... I could never lose...
We've been living here for... Hell no! I mean, I haven't got... I've never even...
This is all just...
Plus, if 2 years have... How freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted! 2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school event. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This... This is all just surreal.
Plus, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted! Years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for... Hell no! I mean, I haven't gone to any... I've never even...
This is all just...
Plus, in 2 years... How freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted. 2 years. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, it's wrong! Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this... I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's a one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of... How many fun classes. And on top of that, something tragically sad. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, and once you'd forgotten... Oh.
Actually, never mind. I'm bored.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out.
true.
This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Shoot! Shoot!
I got
knew it won't be faded. I knew it.
The minute I lost my memory, I can't think. When I first came to the gates of this school, and when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it! All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair! Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Yo, I'm going to take my dog outside. I'm going to put this on auto, but I'm going to still gonna see how I'm watching it. You feel me?
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
Facts.
Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. She gonna lose. She gonna lose. She gonna fall. She gonna... What's come up, what's come down. But we already know the sun don't rock with. Don't try to say, bro.
Everyone is capable of it.
Facts.
And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
Everybody got despair, you know, facts.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah! I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible. Do any of you know who that might have been?
Prime Minister.
I got it!
The headmaster.
It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this...
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Hey, that was kind of funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of funny. You got me. You got me. You got me.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the kill
that moment. That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You let us live, so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
That's my idea to show everyone, in the outside world that was. I swear to God, is it not? Hold on, I'm looking at all these letters. T, no T.
Now I understand.
I was like, hold up.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When the world watched as you despair is as contagious as any...
Isn't the power of television just, by the way, since we started broadcast...
Are you stuck utilizing the heavy... I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope, but in the end, I was able to give them the final despair.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right?
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
There you go.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial.
They was just using us for the beginning, bro.
If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
Bro, I'm like, Yoko, bro. I'm
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now!
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? We've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here. then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay?
Well, Hero got duck. He don't even got his sweet no more. He don't got his push no more. He smoked all that.
You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Despair hit that red button in the
Wait,
game,
hold
bro.
on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so,
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go out? Well, you better not. You go out into the... Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've...
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed...
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other.
That's why anyone was murdered here.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right?
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner.
Hey,
It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your... But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish...
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys...
Hold on, y'all.
You'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me and make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only...
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Get down. Where's Paul?
an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What?
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Mukuro, you're up!
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble.
So let me make this clear. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Mukuro will receive a harsh punishment. And
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Mukuro, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
What? Has your resolve softened? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No! That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely face.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
Whoa.
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate.
So, who do you think's gonna get...
No one. We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Well, that's fine. It's time for the final vote.
And your stupid life.
Let's end it, y'all. Let's end it like a bang, bro. Okay, after this though.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never—
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Pika Cat.
By the way, the only reason
Is thanks to the air purifier.
if I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Whoa! Wow!
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
Whoa!
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the
Shit, bro.
if I die,
the purifiers.
in other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will—
All of you will have to go into the world outside.
Bro!
So, will you just die?
I gotta shoot out my hole. Oh, bro.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
Oh, bro.
By the way, the arrow, the only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside.
Oh, bro.
So, will you just die?
Bro, what? Oh, that's cheating, bro. That's cheating, bro.
Is this—
No, bro.
I refuse to give up yet!
Cheating, y'all. Y'all saw that, bro. It said, bro. It took. Oh, bro. Ain't like I gotta see.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all
Why
of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the arrow, the only reason is thanks to the arrow. If I die, in other words, if you realize you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the arrow's the only reason is thanks to the arrow. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Y'all know really? And they all quiet with it, bro. Like this.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the arrow outside is the only reason is thanks to the air purifiers in the physical. If I die, the purifiers will. In other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Yo, this.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the air, the only reason is thanks to the air purifier. If I die, in other words, as soon as the communal life you've all been, all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Oh my god, bro.
Shoot!
Oh my god.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been living, all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now.
Oh, bro. This.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
we won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of hope.
Don't lose hope now.
Oh, my fortune-telling senses are...
Come on, bro.
But to live, so even... I want to keep on... That's what... No matter... The whole...
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to have faith.
By the way, the arrow outside is the only reason we're is thanks to the air purifier.
Don't lose hope now.
Come on, bro.
I've been told I was sick. You only get stronger by taking... That sounds like something... Which is why Yeah!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the... Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, as soon as the communal life you've all been... All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would find the mess.
So, will you just die?
Before I show my despair. right, the little thing, bro. Ooh.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of hope.
I decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been. Meh.
Don't lose hope now.
Woo! We did it, dog. We did it. Oh no, we did it. Me and my dog did it. Yo, we can celebrate, dog. We can finally celebrate. Yes.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. But no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the air outside is the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been.
I can keep on living as long as
all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's lesson.
By whatever. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Don't lose hope now.
We ain't gonna give up, boy. We not gonna give up. We not gonna give up.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking.
He was thinking like this. He was like, Chioko, I need you to stay alive, have hope, stay with your friends. I got
But even if we're just connected by blood,
Oh,
there's one thing I am sure of.
What's good? What? I know.
He would never want us to abandon Mukuro and choose to stay here.
Right.
I can't explain why exactly.
Right,
But if I'm sure of
know.
anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't, could it be that? No, never mind.
Yeah.
So, Mukuro, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope.
So uncool.
I don't care.
Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other, it's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up!
Right.
Lame.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke! Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross! Suffer from despair!
I just love despair!
Damn, bro. Bro, what's your damn problem? That sound count, bro.
I refuse to give up yet.
Bro, what you trying to do?
You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke! Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross! Suffer from despair!
I just love despair!
You suck! What do you want? So
like to die?
You're gross.
I'm not rubbing you. Do you understand that? I'm not rubbing you.
Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
I'm not rubbing you. I don't care.
Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Everything is pointless. No. You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke. Who are you? Your idiocy ends here.
Despair into tomorrow. Despair into your memories.
Hope keeps on going.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away.
Right.
I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
You lost. That's what happened. That's what happened. But damn, that was a long class trial. But it was good though. I take that deep out.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Let's do it. Let's do it. End it, Chris. Tell me, we in that. Who is it? Who is it? Gyoko. You already know you guilty. You already know. Let me out.
The hell?
Indeed.
You lost, Gyoko.
I lost?
I lost me, no way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be.
You
still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself agreed to the outslay of despair. You see?
What the heck? Well, that's just...
But it's just...
totally the best! So this is despair.
Hold on, whoa, that's confused me. I even killed my own sister.
And now I
came this far to fall at the very
true despair.
This was the ultimate despair.
And now
You don't see it? I was more hopeless. This, desperate. I was so bored of the world. The moment I was bored. Shut up. I don't care about that. I don't care.
Huh?
Anyway.
Right, compare. For your
totally the...
Come on,
not
bro.
possible.
You're wrong.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We are no longer fear despair. Because we ultimate. We decide to enter the world with hope.
Hey.
Okay, don't do it now. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yo, I wanna see your face, bro. Of course, we better.
It's fine.
Bro, I don't care, bro.
It can't be.
I don't care, bro.
Stop it! How many times do I have to... Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. Even a tenth of this despair. Even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth.
Nah, you kind of freaky with it.
Okay, let's do this.
Nah, I don't want to. Yeah.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
For you. Draco, Akuma, whatever you want to call it. Done. Capito. Look. Everything shot, bro. Alpha ego even. Yes. Yes. She deserves it all. Yes. Yes. You deserve it all. Yes. You deserve it. Yes. I feel good. My dog looking at me weird because he don't know about my despair. Yes. Now we leave. Yes. And this how everything comes to the end. The final class trial. Draco is the ultimate despair. Life at the Hawks Peak Academy is all over. We done. Woo! What the hell, dog? Monokuma, you hack into my phone. Dog, you heard that too? Monokuma probably hate us. But even saying this, we was all over. It's not like the building explode or collapse in itself or anything. It was the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. With one aspect, the air, plumb turned off. Just like Kyoko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference.
Danganronpa.
Say goodbye to despair. Well, we left Falk to the courtroom and made our way to the main hallway. And we stood in front of the door that nobody made a sound. It felt like it's like a prologue before the ending. We stuck into it. But in the end...
Hey, we can't stay here alone like this forever. Also, Pointy, we need to leave. Nobody was surprised. Kyoko, who broke the silence. Mukuro, we will do the honors. Okay. Your boy do the honors. Take out the object. Up until her death, it had belonged to Juriko. Until the end, she dropped it before.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this story?
Indeed.
Yes,
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out, she said just before she dropped it. It makes sense that we'll be our way out of here. But we never, the switch would never. That means Yuriko never specifically said, let us.
It's true.
Yes, you may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even impossible to think we will take our chance with it. Yes, I guess that's true. Nothing to worry
My
about.
beautiful
If something
scissors!
ever happened to Master, I would take care with my sisters in my jar. And so far up. Where the cardinal? Where is the mastermind? It's all over. You just about to leave the school. Leave the school? We can go outside. Yeah, me and Master can get everything.
That's enough.
Please stop it. I will be the great honor than anything I can't encounter so
Anyway,
I can't doubt that we will be able to live without a problem. Hey, bro.
You're serious?
Hey, we did it, bro. Our lives peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looked like, it's still our world. It's still where we met to live. Yes, I guess so. And how do I put this on like this, school? The world is big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure that it must be some despair no matter what. Facts. That's a code. But there are always some little bit facts.
in other words,
The true me, yes. Also, long as we have that hope, we can keep moving forward, no matter what the trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that right, Mukuro? Yeah, you're pretty right to the gist of it. Y'all need to spell it out. That's facts. You know, Jiro mentioned that we are facts. Maybe we should finally find them and make them work for us to rebuild the world. First rebuild the Targami. Yeah, we go with you to follow everything
You got it!
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, here I see you. I will get some flowers and make some myself. If there is no flowers, I would just go some weekends. I would get it now. There are no world. Yeah, I know. Just build ones.
Could it be? How about that?
Let's check.
Whoa!
Thank you, Hina. You totally opened my eyes. Hey, person.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside is gone, if the world is stepping in despair, along if we have like you around, I can't face for it to keep moving. When we keep getting it out of there and doing something, we have some sort of impact. But we can. But what can we do? There are some favor of us, and we so small. So what can we do? No matter how we do it. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be—
You know how much I hate being annoyed. But if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Go ahead. I would have to push it. Yes, bro. Yeah, bro. You cool, bro. Go ahead, bro. You deserve it. All of y'all did. If the ones that didn't make it, y'all did, bro. They still deserve it, bro. Dang, bro, finna pop out my ears, bro. Now that's spooky sound. It's so bright, y'all. We did it! Oh, we did it! Oh, we did it!
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you give me High Five Part 2. Ooh. That look like more like a sex toy. Quit playing, bro. You did it, bro. You did it.
Danganronpa.
Ah, look.
Thrills, chills, kills! Danganronpa.
So next time we play Danganronpa, I'm gonna take a break.
Danganronpa.
Hashime! But hey, I know the characters. Bro, I haven't played this game. I don't know what the story is about. But Danganronpa 2 goodbye there. Let's go. And this game gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. So next time we play, we're gonna play The Sims. Season premiere of The Sims. They ain't Monokuma The Sims. Then after I drop Madden, then it's Danganronpa. Then yo. Hey, go like and subscribe to the channel. I love y'all. Peace. Peace out. I'm your boy Press. Go subscribe to the channel.